We're here to make it better. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Better, better, better.
And you know what? Today could be a good day to plan a vacation.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's National Shop for Travel Day. Doesn't mean you can go anywhere, but it takes a while to plan and save. Maybe put a little deposit down. I don't know.
I'm not planning going on any, and I'm not planning anything because I'm so busy. I'm so tired of canceling things.
Yes.
And trying to get my money back.
Yes.
Like my last trip was supposed to go to Buffalo at Christmas time.
Yes.
And then they were like, "You're not going to Buffalo." And I was like, "Okay, now I got to go contact JetBlue. I got to get the refund. I got to get." Thank God they're giving refunds.
Yes. So that is the thing. If you do want to plan something, a lot of travel companies are offering
book out ahead.
Book out ahead. Like maybe you want to book it for a year or two from now.
Yeah.
Please, God will be okay by then.
Exactly. So it's book your travel day if you are interested in that. This is really interesting.
Maybe you want to go to the happiest place on earth to
and get a COVID shot.
Yeah.
Get a vaccine.
Disneyland in California is hosting a large-scale vaccine site. So people are lining up.
Is this unbelievable?
Vaccines
the
are by
happiest place on
appointment
earth?
only.
It could be the happiest place on earth for some people, as our producer Sarah said. You know, because people are lining up to get the COVID shot and they want the vaccine, and Disneyland is offering it. It's just amazing what, in a year's time, think about a year ago.
Yes.
People were there and having a great time and celebrating and doing their life's thing and with their families. And now this year, it's the site of a COVID shot.
Well, and California's had such a tough time. As many as 1 in 5 people with the virus. They were predicting that LA County could have 1,000 deaths a week soon.
It's terrible.
So
the healthcare system is fragile as it is in California, and they're saying that they haven't seen the December surge yet.
Well, and it's almost, think about it, it's like war, right? After World War II, all these amazing hotels were turned into hospital things for soldiers coming home. I mean, it's kind of like the same situation. We're turning Disneyland into a vaccine site.
All right, have you seen these glasses?
I have heard about these glasses. Maybe this is good for you.
Let's take a look. They probably will be good. They're see at the top what she's doing? There's like a little spin wheel up there, Kara.
They're glasses for every situation. You don't need to take them off. If you want to be readers, you dial for that. If you want to be, you need your driving glasses, you dial for that.
As someone in England said, though, they are a bit thick.
Yeah, but you only have to carry one pair. It's like all in one.
All in one. But why don't you just get, well, I guess there are, for people who have several different, like distance and reading and, farsighted, nearsighted, and, a bunch of different things. But I guess it would be the perfect thing for you. But how do you adjust? Like, I guess if you're driving, you would adjust to it. Like, you'd select one thing. But
right,
like if I'm sitting here talking to you
driving.
and I got to read that and I got to see you.
No. But it'd be like, okay, I'm getting in the car. I don't need my driving glasses now. I can just switch them. And I guess they got awards at the Consumer Electronics Show, which coming up, we are going to take you there and talk to you about the hot new tech.
Cool.
But they got a mention there.
All right, that's very good. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but is Ryan Reynolds not the one who owns the media company? Doesn't he own like a telephone company? I see him doing ads now for his own telephone company.
I didn't realize that, but he's going to be in the 3rd installment of the superhero franchise for Deadpool. And
it's the same guy.
So he's got a
he's got a telecommunications company going. It's possible? What's possible, Sarah?
It's possible he's going.
Oh, I think I'm right. I'm almost positive because he's on during The Bold and the Beautiful every day, and I'm so hooked on The Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah, that's the same guy. It's Ryan Reynolds.
I used to be hooked on The Bold and Beautiful. I can't anymore with my schedule, but I used to when I worked evenings.
Oh, it's terrible.
I would sit down and eat my lunch and fast forward through it.
Liam cheated on Hope. I slept with
What's up with
Stephanie.
Brooke and Ridge? That's all that matters.
Brooke and Ridge are together right now, but they have Thomas living with them.
Is she having any more babies?
Not at this point.
Because she was having babies just till recently.
I think
they just keep having babies. I think they're... they might be like 60 years old, but they're having babies.
You know what? God bless them. Stephanie's pregnant, but she doesn't know whose baby it is.
Oh, that always adds some fun.
Stay tuned 1:30 for The Bold and the Beautiful.
You too can watch Bold and the Beautiful every day right here on Channel 3.
Right here.
And if you like soap operas, then you're going to know this and feel a little sad. John Riley's daughters have confirmed on Instagram that he died and his career spanned 5 decades. What a recognizable face he was.
Yeah, you might not recognize, like at first I was like the name, I'm like John Riley. And then as soon as you see him, you're like, oh my God, John Riley.
In everything. He was Sean Donnelly on General Hospital for 11 years.
11 years, long time on General Hospital. So
As the World Turns, Sunset Beach, Passions, and
years.
Dallas. I feel like I remember him most from Dallas.
Really? I remember
my grandmother was really into Dallas. She would have to, if anywhere you were, she'd be like, I need to get home and watch Dallas.
Well, you got to know who shot JR. Absolutely. Remember that? The whhole nation was watching. It was pretty incredible.
I was pretty young, but I do remember that. I just
Sue Ann
remember
Nevins.
it was the time of shoulder pads.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody had the big shoulder pads.
Yeah, it was a great time. I still have my shoulder pads from back then. All right, now this is a story of amazing survival. A cat missing for 5 months.
5 months after a flood, was reunited with its family. And this is out in Michigan. A couple saw this cat in need. It was struggling, it was crying, and they opened up their home and they brought it in, and then they ultimately decided to get it microchipped.
And they looked, and the cat had been missing. They contacted the owner. Immediately, they got a phone call. Our cat has been missing, but they were skeptical because they said the cat had been missing for 5 months.
And you know, when you've lost your cat like that, you've already been through all the ups and downs and all the emotions. So you're thinking, no, this can't be it. But it was it.
It was it. So we have a sound? We have a little sound, Sarah?
I just can't imagine what the emotions that they were feeling. And I think she's just a survivor, surviving on her own for that long. Like, who knows how far she traveled.
Could you imagine if that cat could talk? Like what it's seen? But it's back home now and with its rightful owners. And that's Dr. Andrea Dennis. We just did a whole story about microchipping your animals.
Making sure you microchip.
Make sure you microchip. It's very important.
All right, so if you're looking for a job,
Yep.
Chipotle is going to be boosting its workforce by 15,000 jobs. That's a lot of jobs.
We did the average. If they hire 15,000 people across the nation, that's 300 jobs per state.
And they're having a coast-to-coast career day this Thursday.
How many people? I mean, what are they going to do?
I don't know why they need that many
Chipotle?
people, but they said they're going to have, it's going to be social distancing, masks. They're asking you to advance some online registration to reserve an interview time.
All right.
And you can go find out more actually on their Instagram account.
I actually did go
go
online. I applied for the taste tester.
Oh, I'm really excited about their new offering that's coming soon. I hope it's going to be in Connecticut of the cauliflower rice.
Yeah, that's a big
Changes
deal.
everything. And you know what I love about Chipotle? They always have fresh cilantro. You know I'm a cilantro fan.
I know, absolutely.
So.
Did you have, I'm going to ask a stupid question because I think I know the answer, but did you have cassette tapes growing up?
For a while, and then it switched to CDs. But I
Okay.
did have
You
tapes,
did
and
have
I do
tapes,
remember
all right.
mixtapes. I don't know that I ever made a mixtape, but I knew about them.
Right. We used to hold up the radio. We used to have like a recorder, and we used to press the button and record, and then hold the microphone up to the radio.
Yes, it was like an act of love. If you were, you had your little boyfriend or girlfriend in high school, you make a mixtape. That took a long time.
It took a long time. Well, FisherPrice is out with some toys.
Well, you want to play the way you did with your kids,
Yeah.
right? So the baby's not going to know anything about cassettes, but you can have fun time playing with the boombox, the mixtape maker, and also a little handheld gaming device that looks like the original Game Boy.
They said they're trying to bridge the gap between parents and their children so that the kids know exactly what the parents played with when they were much younger. I know I was too young for 8-track, which thank God I'm able to say.
Oh, yeah,
well,
the
actually,
8-track.
8-track was around in the 70s. It was around when I was there.
Dennis
And then
had
we
a
moved to
classic car, I
cassettes.
remember, with an 8-track.
You put that
Yes.
big thing and you put the thing.
I was like, wow, this car's old. It takes an 8-track.
This car's old. So are you, your husband and I. We're both old.
All right, well, this year's first big pop culture auction is actually covering decades of movie and television history. They have more than 600 items, and who knows, maybe some of them are reasonable and you can own a piece of your childhood. I love the nostalgia. That's definitely really big. But stuff from Bewitched, stuff from Star Wars, the Munsters.
You know who I alerted this to? Cortland Hull.
Oh,
because they
yeah.
have the collection for film posters from such classics as
Look at the
Creature from the
Batmobile
Black
right there.
Lagoon, Forbidden Planet. These are all things that he has in the Witch's Dungeon Museum in Plainville.
Yeah.
And
Is that a little Pac-Man machine? Because I would want that.
like all of this stuff is going up for auctions. It's Van Eaton Galleries. Van Eaton, E-A-T-O-N Galleries is going to be producing the auction. When is this? When is this taking place? January 30th and 31st.
Ooh.
So you can bid online.
Also, it could just be, I don't know how expensive everything is, but if there's
Yeah,
something
you
kind of
never know.
reasonable, it could be a really cool gift to get someone.
I love that original movie stuff. It's really cool.